That's great. You've been out in the sun? Yeah. Right. So you should have a full grill.
All right, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? All right, I'm your Midmaster Jack Beecham, and I'm about to hand this over to the man in the black and gold trunks to my right, standing 5'8", 5'10" if you include the hat, Mark Hitt.
Well, there we go. Thank you, Jack. Drivers. How many of you noticed how many crashes we had at Barber yesterday? How many? How many?
0.
There were 0. Right? Yes? And some of y'all are out there going, Mark, shut up. What do you mean? No. In the business 20 plus years, I'm not superstitious because we know why incidents happen. Mostly because drivers make mistakes. There are sometimes extenuating circumstances, but mostly it's drivers doing self-inflicted stupid shit. Yesterday, there were no crashes. We had 2 brief interruptions to tow disabled vehicles. That's routine. There were no offs with contact. Drivers, hats off. Great job. What we see there is chin drivers doing chin things. And that is awesome. But wait, Barber, it's like a night at the museum. All the artwork installations, the lions on the pedestals, the animals that appear to be statuary, night at the museum, they're going to come to life, and they're going to bite your ass today. If you let them, if you relax your commitment to making good laps, if you are nonchalant, you got one hand on the wheel, checking my messages, the lions are going to come off the pedestals and bite you in the ass. Are you going to let them do that? No. We don't want to hide and not talk about the incidents. Chin Track Days, we're going to shine a spotlight on it. We're going to bring it to your attention. We're going to ask you to confront the possibility that you could be in an incident doing tens of thousands of dollars damage to your prized possessions, your beautiful cars. Confront that. Engage and embrace the risk, and then you've got it managed. If you pretend the risk doesn't exist, if you diminish it, if you turn your back on it, the risk is going to manage you. And what instead we always encourage every chin driver to do is identify the risk, keep it right out in front of you where you can see it, and actively manage that. And that can be related to the condition of your car, how's your tires and fluids, etc. Could be related to the drivers that you share the track with, properly overtaking or being overtaken, cooperating with your neighbors, and it could be the choices that you make inside your car, right? How are you using the throttle and brakes? Where do you turn in? What are your tire pressures? The choices that you make. All of these are risk management steps. And we talk about the things that you have to do to be a great driver, the technical, excuse me. We talk about the technical skills, okay? Turn in, apex, track out, throttle application, brake application, turn in timing. All of these things are technical skills about how to make a great lap, right? And you've all been acquainted with that or familiar with it. Many of you are very, very much experts at it. But what about this part right up here, the mental aspect? There's a whole other part of your advanced driving that's not just about the technical inputs to your vehicle and how you're using the track. And it has to do really with attitude. And actually, that might be at the very core of being a great advanced driver. And that's your attitude, folks. How many of you are the greatest driver you can be? Aha! Right? Even the renowned Randy Post, my good old friend Randy and I have been sharing track events together for perhaps 20 years. Randy, are you the best driver you can be? Not even close, Randy says. And Randy's out here today to knock the rust off his latest toy with a 20-year-old X-World Challenge Firebird. Should be very entertaining. And if you're following Randy, let me encourage you to be not too close, because the car hadn't been running,
12 years.
12 years the car hadn't been run, so don't follow Randy too closely. Because why do we do track days? One reason is to find out what's wrong with your car. But Randy is also going to work on improving his driving today. And it's not just about the car works. That attitude, the mental part, drivers, I ask you, are you the best driver you can be? No is the answer. Requires a measure of humility to acknowledge that you are not the best driver you can be, that you have room to improve, that there are other drivers on the track who are better than you. Humility is a key quality of advanced driving. All of us here, I suspect, have perhaps encountered the driver who believes that he is the best he can be, right? Y'all know that guy? Don't be that guy. You're not the best driver you can be. And one of the key steps toward really breaking through to the next level, to really being great behind the wheel, is to recognize that you have a lot to learn. Bring a measure of humility to your driving. Bring a strong measure of patience to your driving. Patience, that could have to do with waiting for the slower guy ahead to give you a point by. You need patience. But you need patience with things like brake application, throttle application, turn in. Patience while we're all going fast. You don't want to act quickly, do you? You have to bring some real deliberate patience to your driving. If you add some patience and you add some humility, your driving is going to take a step up. Because then all the technical parts, the turn in, how you use your feet, what you do with your eyes, they're going to come a lot easier if you introduce those things and you let your driving start from within. From your heart and your head, it starts from within, not your hands and feet and the wheels and the pedals. That's the external. Begin with the internal and elevate your driving to the next level. And keep the lions on the pedestal. Let them sit there frozen in time, looking for another victim of Barber Motorsports Park. Will it be chin drivers today? Deny the lions. And remember, it's not just these on the pedestals. There's some in the infield. There's some up in the woods. They're all around, right, drivers? Yeah, think about that, will you? As you, not just today, not just in the next hour, but all day through this track event and the next track event that you participate with. Even if it's not at Chin Track Days, you still can be a Chin driver. Absolutely. Set the standard, show the way, and even if Chin Track Days is not your home club for track events, for many of you it is, and we thank you. But for many of you who do many other events elsewhere, and you've come to Barber to share the weekend with us under these fantastic conditions, today you must be a Chin driver. And there are high expectations, not just by me and our capable staff, but there are expectations from all the other Chin drivers that surround you, and you have a role to play in the success of today's track event. Will each of you take that on? You're going to do your parts? Fantastic, y'all. Fantastic. Let's do more great things here today at Barber, because I tell you what, the conditions couldn't be better, could they? We might be just slightly uncomfortably chilly at the moment, but you all know that within the next hour and the third or fourth hour from now, we are going to be right in this sweet spot. And you'll be able to turn it up a click very gradually, right? Turn it up with humility. And you will get what you came for. That is just awesome, y'all. Thank you. And I thank our staff, especially my colleagues, Jack Beecham and Austin Self, that y'all have all seen and dealt with many times. Our chief instructor team, Clint Owings, Jeff Bauer, Jim McGovern, and Bill McClendon is, you got to call him a chief anyway, right? Right, Bill? If you all need assistance or you have questions today, things like driver classification, you feel like you want to do a checkout, come talk to one of us. That's going on. That's available all day. And we can assist that. And if you're wondering about our future calendar days, yes, we'd love to talk to you about that. We'll be at Sebring next weekend. Sorry, that one is fully sold out. 2 weekends from now, it's Easter, and we're going to stand down that weekend and take it easy. 3 weekends from now, we'll be at Houston and Sebring again. We have openings in April at Sebring. And I could go on for quite a while about the rest of the Chin Track Days schedule, but y'all know where to find it, right? ChinTrackDays.com. Got all the dates. Our next return to Barber is in June. I'm sorry, May. Thank you. Thank you. I've got line. May 23, 24, return to Barber. And Road Atlanta. That's right. We're doing the weekend at Road Atlanta. I got a Saturday. This is in May. Saturday, Sunday, Road Atlanta. Monday, Barber. Okay? That's a fantastic combination. Anyway, and many, many, many more in our calendar of 60 track events at 15 great venues throughout the Eastern U.S. Y'all make sure and get you some, won't you? What else are we going to do today, y'all? The schedule today is the same as yesterday, okay? Follow along. We'll just hit the quick highlights. We'll finish our driver's meeting. Yes, we promise it will end. I will step down. And following the driver's meeting, it's the track orientation period. The warm-up is really important for you today, right? It's a little cooler right now than it was yesterday morning at the same time. Don't you recognize? Get out there in the orientation period, shake your cars down, and take note and special caution about coming up the hill from turn 4 into the middle straightaway as drivers are going slowly off pace in the orientation period. The traffic can't, and we've got everybody out there, we'll have 50, 60 cars doing the orientation session. You can get that traffic backed up to the turn 4 corner station, top of the hill. How many of you yesterday came up the hill at speed under power and came over the brow and got surprised by very slow-moving traffic just 100 yards ahead of you, okay? Don't let that happen, but we do emphasize that orientation period, quite important. Get out there, shake your car down, get some heat in your tires, and then you follow lunch. We'll pick it up with the green group. There is no afternoon classroom on day 2 of the track event. So green group drivers, no 12:30 classroom, and follow your sessions along as it goes. Afternoon highlights, 2 p.m. parade laps. That's our low-speed track touring, sightseeing around the beautiful lap at Barber. Get your family and friends out, any car, tow vehicles, minivans, doesn't matter. And then the afternoon sessions finished off with the 75-minute happy hour and a quarter is the 75-minute open track period at the end of the day Sunday. Hope you're lingering around for that, especially Alabama and Georgia locals, because that will be a sweet, sweet time to make laps. I'm afraid some of you who may have long distance trips, you might be wrapped up and ready to go by that time, late Sunday afternoon. But we will continue making laps, hot track, until 5 p.m. as promised, right? We do want to highlight for you observations from yesterday, specifically about, who's going to predict what my next topic right here is? Come on, somebody, shout it out. What'd you say? Point buys? Did I hear point buys? Yes, let's talk about point buys as if we've never talked about this before. The obligation in the non-competition setting to allow faster traffic to overtake, and if you are faster traffic, to wait for a point buy from the car ahead. It is an obligation, and we emphasize it over and over, the necessity for drivers ahead to allow faster following traffic to overtake. Give a clear and appropriate point buy signal that could also be your turn signal. Use your blinker like a lane change, 1, 2, 3, indicating pass me on the left or pass me on the right. How do you know which side? Always signal toward the next apex. Say that with me, drivers. Signal toward the next apex. Okay? Front straightaway, you're on your way to turn 1, which goes left. Proper passing, driver's left. Signal toward the next apex. Middle straightaway on the way to 5. Turn 5 goes left again. Proper overtaking should be driver's left side. A couple times yesterday, we saw cars coming up the hill from into 4, cresting the brow, and a faster driver would move right and overtake down the right. We do not recommend that. Wait for the car ahead to finish corner exit and then move right on line and then signal to pass driver's left. Y'all very clear about that? Signal toward the next apex. Wherever you are on the lap, there's a turn ahead of you. Proper overtaking is on the apex side. Reinforce that, and remember that's applicable really at all tracks. It's not unique to Barber, and that's a conditioning that you want to develop full time there, right? You've all got your wristbands, right? Yesterday's wristband, valid for today. If you were a Sunday driver who's just arrived and hadn't gotten a wristband, you're late, by the way. We opened registration at 6:30. But you can check in after the driver's meeting, and we'll get you a wristband there. But show your wristbands to the starter. The starter will get you out in the appropriate run group as always. Our special thanks to Corsa Crew. Corsa Crew Motorsport Services provides trackside service and support, track car rentals, motorsport coffee, and they're right over there, the white tents and the black trailer right behind us. Joseph, give us a wave. Hey, are you over there, Joseph? Or is he? Aha, Joseph's hiding in the background. Y'all say hello to Joseph Thomas, leader of Corsa Crew.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I know it's cold. We want to get our cars warmed up and get out there, but you guys are pretty rundown. We're here all day. We were here yesterday. Basically, want to keep you guys on track today. So if you have anything happen to your car, something you need to get fixed real quick, bring it by. Let's take a look at it. We'll try to get you back on track. If you need to pump your tires up with air, we've got a little orange compressor right there in front of the tent. It's already got a gauge on it. Feel free to stop by anytime. Pump up your tires. We do have free cups of high octane coffee right there in front of the trailer. So just come up, get it up, fill it up, and go. Like Mark said, we do have a ride and drive track car rental. I want to touch on that for a second. They're available anywhere in the United States. So if you want to go to, Washington, you want to go down to Seagram, we can have a car sit there for you. You can fly in and drive. storage, motorsports product store. We have all that and more. I hope everybody has a great day. Come by and see us.
Thank you. Outstanding. Thank you, Joseph. Wait, Scotty. Scotty, don't disappear in the background. Y'all see Scotty E. Photography. That's what he looks like right over there. Hey, Scotty. Y'all sign up for the photo package from the weekend. Scotty does some really fantastic work. And he's also, when he's not behind the lens, a corner worker at Barber, which gives him unique insight to great locations trackside to show you new perspectives of your car that you have not seen before. So sign up for photos, and thanks to Scotty for covering us. Primal Racing is also here with us this weekend, and if y'all look right over here on my left, Primal Racing's got a couple of really cool cars, new from KTM and Radical Sports Cars. That's on display right next to us. Y'all say hello to the guys at Primal.
So we have
Awesome. And they're really cool cars. Just walk by and check them out. So y'all do that. Discovery Parts, providing motorsport accessories and driver safety equipment for enthusiasts in the Southeast since right after internal combustion began. Jesse is here from Discovery. What do you got, Jesse?
we have brake fluid, we have every kind of oil, 2020 helmets, gloves, shoes, anything you want to check out. So before you go see the course crew, grab your oil and brake fluid, brake pads, cars. Also, giving away car wash. Does anyone know the IndyCar race lap record at this track?
IndyCar record at Barber.
Yeah. You said 106 because that's okay. Do you know when that was set? Because the official was the 108. But you can tell me the year the 106 was set.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks to Jesse with the giveaway, as always, Discovery Parts. And also drivers, it's becoming quite more common for drivers to insure your high-value assets for track events. Lockton Motorsports is a partner with Chin Track Days, and if many of us drive Miatas. I have 3. You can kind of walk away if it goes wrong. That's why we have more than one. But if you're in a GT2, you might want to insure your car. Lockton Motorsports provides that for us. Do we have questions or comments, drivers, for the benefit of the group? Yes? If the seat is occupied, the window must be down. Y'all think they'll let us do that yet? Yes, so if your passenger seat is vacant, we should be fine with a window up in that case. And do want you all to enjoy sharing the track with a great motorsports celebrity and my old friend. He lives in North Georgia, so Barber's kind of local, but I always love to give a shout out to my friend Randy Post joining us today. Y'all have seen him on Motor Trend, and you've seen him race professionally. Randy wears a Rolex that he did not buy because he won it on the podium at Daytona. And Randy will be in that really obnoxiously loud beater Trans Am over there. You know, he's driven many $500,000 sports cars, but not today, huh, Randy? Drivers, Jack, Austin, have I missed anything? Yep. Y'all feeling good about that? Are y'all feeling good about what we're about to do?
Yeah.
Humility, patience, discipline. And we're going to have a brief meeting for instructors. We're going to reconvene instructors to talk to our chief instructors. And by the way, real great shout out to everybody yesterday for nice free flow in traffic, and thanks to all the radical drivers who really didn't reinforce the unfortunate stereotype reputation that some radical drivers have. You did not reinforce that reputation. And now, drivers, with that, before we break, I want to ask you, who's in charge of your safety? Every one of you out there. Any of you show up for today's race? No. There you go. The drivers' meeting has ended. Go to your cars. The track orientation session begins in 20 minutes. Thank you, drivers. Enjoy your laps. Sorry, real quick, those of you can still hear me, if you are a Sunday only one-day drivers, if you were not present yesterday, we want you to please step forward for a minute. Sunday only drivers, if you were not present yesterday, please step forward.
Copy. Clear. One day.